Welcome back, everybody. It's Michael Levitis from Alpha Insider, and I bring you back Lenny Komsky, our expert on car leasing. Lenny, how are you?
Good, Michael. Thank you for having me back. How are you?
Of course, thank you. And Lenny, of course, you are the founder of Grand Prix Motors, which is a premier car leasing company here in New York. We appreciate your time. We're here to educate the public on car buying, car leasing, and we use various tools to see what's being asked out there on the internet, on Google. And I saw a very popular question, an FAQ, frequently asked question on car leasing, is whether a car lease could be transferred. Let's say you are sick of your car, or you just want to get into a different kind of car. You could no longer afford the payments. Something happened in your family. Maybe you had a van for a bunch of kids. Now you don't need it. You want to get into something sporty. You want to transfer your lease. Can you tell us, please, one, is it possible? Second, tell us what companies maybe allow it, some companies maybe don't allow it, and what is the process to get a lease transferred?
Okay. So for the most part, you are able to transfer. There are exceptions. Certain banks don't let you.
Okay.
If you want me to name those banks, I could tell you just a few of them.
Yeah.
Honda Financial doesn't let you. Chrysler Capital doesn't let you. LA Bank doesn't let you. Who else? Mercedes had stopped it during COVID. I think they're back to letting you. So certain brands do and do not.
You have to look in your lease agreement, right?
It's in your lease agreement, right? Okay. In general, even if you cannot, you can still get out of the lease by buying the car and then selling it. Right, so you're not stuck, just to have an idea. So you always are able to get out.
Yeah, Lenny, we had quite a few videos on it in the past, and they're still applicable. So if anybody wants to get out of their lease by having a company like Grand Prix Motors with Lenny Komsky buy out your lease, that program is still available, by the way, right?
It's still available, yes. Okay. The margins have trimmed down a little bit because the used market has dropped, but it's still available. So it's case by case. When it used to be 90% of the cars were, good to go, now it's maybe more like 50 to 60%. So we got to look at the cars base by base. But in general, listen, everything is possible. You could get out of your lease, even if you have to lose a few $1,000s, and if you have a long lease and you're in, let's say, half a year into the lease and you have another 2.5 years or more, you could look at the scenarios, see how much you could, if you're losing anything, see how much you're losing. If it makes sense, you still could be able to get out.
Gotcha. By the way, I've seen some companies, for example, Tesla, they allow one-time transfer of a car lease. So, for example, if you assume the lease of a Tesla, you can do it once. You can then reassign it to somebody else. So that's another point I think you should look in your lease agreement to see what are the terms.
Correct. I mean, that's probably Tesla. Most of the banks don't do that. If they allow to transfer, you could go as many times as you want to. But Tesla, is a very unique.
Yeah, that's for sure. You could say that again. Yeah. Lenny, how would you suggest the process of going about transferring a lease? Should you find somebody on your own, or I know there are sites out there that do this?
Well, there's a few sites. The most popular one is Swap a Lease. Then there's Lease Exchange. It's actually one of our partners. They have a pretty good site and they don't charge as much, and their system works pretty well. It's an app-based application. And there's another one called Lease Trader. So they're all available. Each one charges different money, but pretty much they all have the same purpose.
Lenny, you mentioned Lease Swap, that you are partnering with them. Can you explain how this works?
So it's called Lease Exchange. How we partner with them is certain people want to get out of their cars and want to get new cars. So we work on them of helping them getting into new cars.
Okay, perfect. Very good. Okay, there's a lot of synergy there going on. Okay, perfect. Okay, Lenny, thank you so much for such a comprehensive answer to our question. And we're going to keep on looking for other questions that people ask that are practical, real-life questions on car leasing, car buying, car selling, anything has to do with acquiring or disposing of your car. Okay, thank you so much. Have a great day, and we'll see you next time, because I have actually quite a few questions for you. I'm just going to give you a little preview. I'm going to talk to you about why use a broker like you, because you are in reality a broker between the car manufacturers and the end user. Why go to a company like yours as opposed to going just straight into a dealership? And we're going to have, of course, a very important session on this month, the month of October. What are the hottest deals right now? The best deals in your opinion? We'll come back to it. Thank you, and please stay tuned. Have a good day.
Thank you. Talk to you soon.
Okay, thanks. Bye.